Hello, today we're discussing about series inverter operation. So, in this topic, we discuss inverter operation, inverter operation, applications of series inverter, and how to operate these. So, everything we discuss one by one. And we know the definition of inverter is it converts fixed DC to variable AC. It is called as inverter. Series inverter means so the inverter consists competing elements R, L, and C. These components are permanently connected in series with the load is called series inverter. Series inverter means RLC elements or competing elements are connected LNC. Competing elements LNC are connected in series with the load. So this is called as a series inverter. So the output of inverter is alternating current. It consists frequency. That means the output frequency is we are getting as 200 hertz to 100 kilohertz. So depends upon these frequencies. The applications are induction heating, fluorescent lighting, ultrasonic generator, sonar, transmitter. Depends upon the frequency of output. That is induction heating, fluorescent lighting, ultrasonic generator, and sonar transmitter. So the series inverter is also called as self-commutated or load-commutated inverter. Self-commutated means the anode current itself becomes zero in this inverter, resulting the SR turns off automatically. Therefore, this inverter is called as the anode current itself becomes zero in this inverter, resulting the SR turns off automatically. Why? Because the LNC is connected in series with the circuit where LNC elements are also called as commutating elements due to the presence of commutating commutating elements in this inverter. So automatically the inverter anode current, the thyristor current is also called thyristor anode current becomes zero. So by without applying any additional commutating circuits, so it is called as a self-commutated or load-commutated inverter. The values of commutating components in selected such that the circuit becomes under damped. So by selecting the values of commutating components L and C, the circuit behaves as a underdamped system. Okay, so it is the circuit diagram of series inverter. So where series inverter circuit diagram is, so where L and C is a commutating elements is connected in series with the load. Load is considered as a resistive load. Okay, where IL is equal to I naught, IC is equal to I naught, VL load voltage, VL voltage across load, voltage across inductor, VC voltage across capacitor, where load is considered resistive load, V naught is equal to VR plus minus positive voltage across capacitor, across inductor, where T1, VT1 indicates voltage across thyristor 1, T2. Okay, it is a circuit diagram of series inverter. Due to presence of inductor and capacitor, the circuit behaves as a underdamped. Means the current initially zero and suddenly rises and comes into the zero value. So like that, the current will produce due to the presence of inductor and capacitor by the system behaves like underdamped system. That is the circuit act as a underdamped. So that we are getting current is increasing 0 to maximum and maximum to 0 like that will be presented. So let us take, so in this operation of series inverter there is a 3 or 4 modes of operation. Okay, so in first mode, second mode, third mode and fourth mode. So here in this operation, suppose the T1 is triggered due to LNC. Okay, after T1 conducting, after firing pulse is given to T1 at during some certain time instant, then T1 automatically turn off by the presence of commutating element LNC. Clear? By giving firing pulses to T2, T2 will turns on. There is no source current once T2 will be on. Due to this, during some instant, T2 will on. During that some instant, due to presence of inductor and capacitor, these two are commutating components automatically. These T2 will also turns off. It is main concept. Depends upon that T1, T2. That is first mode T1 on, second mode T1, T2 off, third mode T2 on, fourth mode T2, T1 off. So these are the four modes. Okay. So let us take first mode. So in this first mode, the voltage VDC directly applies to RLC series circuit. Here SR1 is turned on. The polarity. So in this, initially the capacitor voltage, it is minus, it is plus, it is negative voltage. Initially the capacitor, the value is negative voltage, that is minus VC. So after applying firing pulses to T1 thyristor, see the polarity of capacitor charging as shown in figure. The nature of the load current is alternating is there. It is under damped circuit, the current uh, like this. I will show the diagram also. See, due to presence of underdamped elements LNC, the current load current is minimum, that is 0 to, that is 0 to increasing and increasing, then again it is reaches to 0 value. So why the waveform shape like this means the presence of underdamped elements of LNC due to that case only. So where the load current is 0, the capacitor voltage is minus, that is negative, minus VC. I will already explain. Okay. So once the current due to presence of inductor LNC during T1 is turns on first mode, the current is increasing manner. So once current is increasing manner, the capacitor voltage also increases. The capacitor voltage also increases. Okay, capacitor voltage also increases. Clear? The capacitor voltage also increases. Once capacitor voltage increases, what about inductor voltage? Decreasing manner. Inductor voltage is decreasing. Initially some value, it is also positive value. Okay, initial current is 0, capacitor voltage negative, inductor voltage is positive. So due to underdamped elements of LNC, the current is increasing manner. What about capacitor voltage? It is charging. It is charging. So what about voltage across inductor? It is a positive. Okay, like this, the voltage across inductor will be presented up to this period. So up to this period, T1 is turns on. T1 is in on state. Up to this, T1 is on state. See here. The voltage across capacitor becomes plus VDC when the load current becomes maximum. See, load current is maximum here. In this case, what is the capacitor voltage? Positive. So that is the statement I written here. The voltage across capacitor becomes positive VDC when the load current becomes maximum. The voltage across capacitor becomes plus 2 VDC. So why are you getting plus 2 VDC means? See here. So actually it is VDC minus VDC. Okay. So this is the VDC plus VDC. We are getting as 2 VDC. This point is VDC plus 2. VDC plus VDC we are getting as plus 2 VDC. Okay. Then SR1 automatically turns off at point A because the load current becomes 0. See. So once current is 0 due to commutating element LNC, current 0 means what about T1 automatically turns off. Okay. So that's why it is called as a self-commutated inverter. So during this state, at this point, load current is 0. Once load current is 0, what about T1 turns off. So up to this T1 is turns off. Once current is 0, what is the voltage across capacitor? Should maintain a constant. So what about voltage across inductor? Where VL is equal to L into di by dt. So the rate of change of current becomes 0. What is VL? 0. Okay. Up to this, it is nothing but first mode. So what is time period? Pi by omega r. So pi by omega r, where omega r indicates ringing frequency. The frequency at which the thyristor will trigger, that is called as a ringing frequency, omega r. Okay. So during this state, during this mode, T1 is on. Once T1 is on, the capacitor voltage initially minus VDC, then positive VDC up to once the current is 0, automatically the capacitor voltage is also constant. That voltage is equal to plus 2 VDC. The capacitor voltage is double of VDC. What is current? What is voltage across inductor becomes 0. So during this mode, it is nothing but second mode. Both T1, T2 will turn off. SCR T1 and SCR T2 will turn off. SCR T1 and T2 are turned off. In this time duration, the voltage across capacitor becomes equal to plus 2 VDC. Okay, that is the second mode. Up to this point, the capacitor voltage maintain a constant. Once capacitor voltage maintain a constant, what is current? Load current. Load current is 0. Why? Because T1 off and T2 also off. So there is no output current and there is no source current. So what is voltage across inductor also? 0. And third mode, so there is firing pulses to second thyristor T2. Okay, the capacitor will discharges. The capacitor is discharged plus 2 VDC to minus VDC. The capacitor voltage discharges from increasing manner. So that is decreasing manner, plus 2 VDC to minus VDC. Due to these conditions, we are getting also load voltage waveform like this. So it is third mode. In third mode, T2 will on state. The capacitor voltage changes from plus 2 VDC to minus VDC. The inductor voltage changes from, that is, it is decreasing manner capacitor voltage. Inductor voltage, it is also increasing manner. So like that will be repeats. So it is during this third mode, there is no source current. There is no source current. Why? Because there is no source current. Why? Because so T1 off, T2 is on state. The current like this only. So there is no source current. So the load current flows only this direction. Okay, clear? So it is the operation of uh, series inverter. In this series inverter, there is one drawback. There is some limitations. Suppose both thyristors will be turns on automatically. What is happening? These two thyristors will be, that is T1 on, T2 on state. T2 on state means the load is short circuited. So there is no use of this circuit. Overall, it gets damaged. So it is not happen. So that's why it is one limitations of uh, series inverter. Okay. In this case, um, the time duration, that is AB and CD, must be greater than SCR specific turn off time, and it is called as a dead zone. What is dead zone means? Here, this is AB and this is CD. This is AB and this is CD means the time duration between these and this. Suppose this time duration is less than this, it is nothing but dead zone. So that is the time duration AB and CD must be greater than. Okay, there is a possibility. Suppose this time duration is less than this. So overall, I'm saying this. I say that what is this time period is pi by omega r. This time period is pi by omega. Omega indicates natural frequency. Omega r is nothing but ringing frequency. Pi by omega r up to this 0, A and B, and this B to C means it is nothing but Mm, it is nothing but during this mode, both the T1 and T2 tires will be turned off. It is T1 turns on, it is T2 will turned on. T1 turned on, T1 T2 turned off, T2 turned on, again T1 T2 on turned off. Okay, the capacitor voltage initially minus VDC and reaches to plus 2 VDC, that maintain a constant, and inductor voltage positive, then negative, 0, negative, positive. So it is the waveforms and operation of series inverter. Okay, so due to the presence of series inverter, that is alternating voltage, the frequency is also increasing manner, that is frequency also increases, that is 200 hertz to 100 kilohertz. Due to that conditions, due to that high frequencies, the applications also more, that is fluorescent lighting, okay, um, induction heating, sonar transmitter, and ultrasonic generator. So these are the high frequency applications. One is induction heating, fluorescent lighting, ultrasonic generator, and sonar transmitter. In this series inverter, there is some limitations. One is there is no chance of both tires will be turned on at the same time. There is a chance of T1 is on, T2 off, T2 is on, T1 is on, T1 is off. So that is only the process. That is only the case we operate the series inverter. Okay, and the values of commutating elements will be act as the overall circuit as a underdamped. So due to the presence of underdamped the elements of LNC, the series inverter automatically it is commutated. So it is nothing but self-commutated. These commutating elements is connected in series with the load. So by applying commutations, then it is also called as a load commutator. Okay, the another name of series inverter is also called as a self-commutated inverter. Right? It is the operation of series inverter. Thank you.